Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with a on-the-fly review for you. And today I'm talking about Joker, which was released last Friday and directed by Todd Phillips, starring Joaquin Phoenix, Robert De Niro, Zazie Beetz, Brett Cullen, and Shea Wingham. Oh, and Francis Conroy. Uh, this is in no way a kid's movie or even really connected to any other Batman film. uh, it's probably best to explain this to like comic book fans. It's like an Elseworld comic, Elseworld movie. Elseworld comics were like standalone, non-canon storylines back in the '90s and late '80s. I think they had some in the late '80s. I might be wrong. Might be wrong about that. Anyhow, the whole film starts off. It's in the early '80s, and and we meet Arthur Fleck, who is this world's version of the Joker. And he's a very, he's just a mess. He's pathetic. He's got mental problems. He's got reactionary spasms that makes him laugh hysterically whenever he's nervous or upset. He has serious mommy issues. He can't make money. He's just a mess of a guy. He's really kind of dismal and pathetic. Not an inspiring character in any way. And as the story unfolds, he finds out some things about his past that he had kind of repressed or been lied to about in some cases. So he slowly goes more and more insane, and he's a professional clown too. So he's getting more and more unhinged, more and more paranoid, and of course he eventually breaks, becomes the Joker, and goes on. Not really a crime spree or even really a killing spree, but he does horrible things. He does kill people. He does commit terrible crimes, and he becomes the Clown Prince of Crime. Now that's about all I can give you without really spoiling the movie. But the movie has an R rating. It's definitely not for kids, clearly. And yeah, Joaquin Phoenix is probably the best choice ever for the Joker. I mean, as great as Nicholson is, even Joaquin got that kind of gangly look to him. Nicholson had that smile. But Nicholson was great. These may be the two best Jokers. And Ledger's, of course, Ledger's Joker is ever. But it's not really easy and not really fair, in my opinion, to compare these performances. I mean, Heath Ledger was a show stealer. Jack Nicholson was a superstar showcase. This Joker is a character study. And Jared Leto was a glorified cameo. I mean, I like Jared Leto's Joker, but his performance, but in a lot of ways, it's kind of the wrong take on the character. But I thought he did a good job. He's not gonna be the beloved Joker. It's like he's already kind of forgotten. God bless him. Anyhow, I thought Joaquin Phoenix was terrific in this, and De Niro was really good. And I'm not really surprised Todd Phillips was able to make such a good, serious film, considering. I liked his other movies. I thought The Hangover was great. One of the best comedies of the modern era. Also really enjoyed Old School and Starsky and Hutch. I think he did a great job stepping into the dramatic field. And the music, the sound, just everything was really, really terrific about this. And like I said, there's not a lot of violence in this movie, but when it is violent, it's fucking violent. It's gruesome. And I just can't praise Joaquin enough. And I really should point this out that this is a horror movie. Understand me? This is a horror film. In atmosphere and presentation, I kind of feel like it hasn't been marketed that way, but this is definitely a horror movie. I keep wanting to go back to talking about Joaquin Phoenix because he's so amazing in this role. It's not a spoiler. It's heavily promoted. They're not really showing any actual clips, but his performance on the Marie Franklin show, which is essentially the film's climax, is mesmerizing. It's a mesmerizing performance in general, but that scene is just unforgettable. New standard for kind of intense shit like that in movies. A lot of people are talking about Joaquin Phoenix possibly be nominated for an Oscar for this. And, I'm not going to get my hopes up. But I was also the same guy who said don't get your hopes up for Ledger being nominated, and he won. Or don't get your hopes up for Black Panther. You can go back and watch my videos, me talking about that before the Oscars. I don't think, I don't think it's going to be nominated. Simply because it's a comic book adaptation. And I really think the fact that Black Panther was nominated for Best Picture and even won 3 Oscars last year is even going to more damage Joaquin's chances at an Oscar nomination. So yeah, you might be in my year-end personal picks for the best of the year. Most likely will. But I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna predict him for an Oscar nomination. I just and the truth of the matter is, even though we do get gangster nominations, westerns, and occasional superhero movie nominated somewhere in the Academy, they're ultimately just snobs. They like their. If there's a movie about Beethoven or Anne Frank or fucking Jane Austen bullshit, anything like that, it'll get nominated without people even seeing it. But yeah, popcorn films have to just try harder. Anyhow, yeah, 5 stars for Joker. It's a movie I really didn't even want them to make. But, like the Doctor Strange prediction in Infinity War, there's 14 billion ways this can go, and somehow Todd Phillips found the one that worked. This was the direction to take a Joker solo film, and I thought it was kind of brilliant, kind of great. So yeah, go see Joker. I thought it was fucking great. Anyhow, please like, share, subscribe, get involved, all that juicy wild stuff. I'm Jakes Davis. I'm Jake Davis. That's my name. And I'll catch you on the fly.